Well, good afternoon. My name is Daryl O'Sullivan from the Western Neuropathy Association. It's my pleasure to host today's webinar. Today, we are pleased and grateful to have as our guest presenter, Dr. Yaniv. Dr. Yaniv is an inventor and scientist. He has received over 300 patents, primarily in the fields of liquid crystal displays, image digitizers, and nanotechnology. As a creative entrepreneur, he founded and managed companies devoted to research and development. He has been recognized by colleagues worldwide and is the recipient of numerous awards for his inventions. Dr. Yaniv is currently the president and chief executive officer of Advanced Technology Generator Incorporated, a technology think tank in Austin, Texas. Today, he will present information on PeriPhex, Therapeutic Nanobubbles, and NoxyPure, a potential solution for those suffering from peripheral neuropathy. It is an innovative topical treatment, pure and natural, over-the-counter, to alleviate symptoms of peripheral neuropathy, plantar fasciitis, related chronic foot and hand ailments. So without any further ado, I'd like to turn the webinar over to Dr. Yaniv. Dr. Yaniv, it's all yours. So Lindsay, you can start the, before we get there, excuse me, one more thing. I get too carried away sometimes. Please, we will be recording this. Secondly, it'll be on our YouTube video channel in probably a week or so. And please hold your questions. You can enter them, but please hold your questions to the end, and then or the discussion of the questions to the end. And we'll sort of walk through each of them. You can do it in the chat, or you can do it in the regular question and answer section. So finally, I got it all right. Dr. Yaniv, it's all yours.
Hi. I'm so happy to be the second time with your members. I believe the last meeting we had was more than a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So many things happened. And the most important is that we made the IRB, Investigation Research Board approved study. And the results were presented in a paper that everyone probably will get. And it was published in the Journal of Diabetes and Clinical Research, the International Journal of Diabetes and Clinical Research. And it's a long paper, but explains everything, the results. The results are very promising. And maybe at the end, I'll go through it very, very shortly. But going back to PeriPhex, say PeriPhex, in the sense that peripheral neuropathy X. You don't have it's PeriPhex. And now, and the product is called NoxyPure. First of all, I suffer from peripheral neuropathy. Yes, I'm an inventor. I'm not, but in my life, I was not thinking that I'll be in neuropathy field, but because I suffered from peripheral neuropathy, and I know very well the field of nanotechnology, I said, is something that nanotechnology that I know can do for me, for my peripheral neuropathy. This is how I started. And basically, the understanding as a scientist of why people suffered from peripheral neuropathy was that, at least my conclusion, was that basically lack of oxygen to the nerves, peripheral nerves. So as a scientist, I asked myself, okay, how can I do this and improve the situation? I mean, giving oxygen to the peripheral nerves topically, because I hate to take something by mouth, pills, this or that, and I want topically to do that. It's simple, and more importantly, I want something that is very natural and very clean. No chemicals whatsoever except oxygen. So these were my marching orders, okay? Do that. Natural, simple, and do it. So I made a laboratory apparatus to make this gel with oxygen nanobubbles. And the reason that I use oxygen nanobubbles is only, I don't want to enter about nanobubbles, but this is the key here. Nanobubbles of gas that are very, very small, like 1,000 times smaller than a strand of hair, have fantastic properties in water. And first of all, they increase the PO2, the partial pressure of oxygen in the water, and or what people call DO, dissolved oxygen, and more importantly, are stable for very long time, so I can have a product. Because nanobubbles are charged and they hold each other basically not to escape. So they are kind of, how I say it, it's like a flexible crystal, okay, that moves but doesn't go and destroys itself. So this is the product, NoxyPure, and basically when you use it, you put it on the feet where you have the neuropathy, put it on all the foot, and basically after 30 minutes, due to the high partial pressure of oxygen and due to diffusion of the water, including the nanobubbles into the skin, all this data can be read. It's not scientific news, but I exploit that. And then I started to, first of all, to how I feel. So after I did 10 treatments, to tell you the truth, for both feet, putting this gel on my foot and both feet, and waiting like 20, 30 minutes before I clean up. And I started to feel very good for 2-3 months. I mean, I had this, my peripheral neuropathy is basically like I walk on pebbles. I mean, there are spots on the feet that I don't feel. And this, I didn't like that. I mean, who likes that? I mean, the balance and all this and all that. So everything improved for 2-3 months, but they came back. So I started to say, okay, I will use this every 3 months. So every 3 months, I use the product for 10 days, 5 treatments. Every second day, a treatment. And then I don't need to use it for 3 months. And then I do it again. If you do that, the improvement is continuous. If you don't do that, of course, as I said, this will come back. So it's not a cure. I don't believe it is a cure. But it's not a cure, but it's only feeling much better and very good quality of life as presented in the paper. The quality of life of people, we studied 30 people, my God, every quality of life job. Activity, walking, and you can see that. So we provide a treatment that is natural, clean. We made a study, IRB approved. We published a paper. So I like to ask a question, you users. How many neuropathic schemes of curing are there that made a study, published the study, gives the statistics, has letters of improvement for many, many patients? I don't find many, if any. So if you use, except the medical, the terrible gabapentin and other crazy things that maybe solves your neuropathy, but also kills you. So this is why I wanted a natural product and clean. So now that I talked about that, if you go to the next. Yeah, next, please. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to the next, yes, neuropathy is debilitating. No doubt about that. Everyone knows. But the issue is the complication, and there are no good solutions. Many of this, they don't take care of their neuropathy, can go into amputation. In fact, in Texas, in the region, the southern region near the border with Mexico, the number of amputation is, the percentage is the highest in the country due to the peripheral neuropathy that complicates. The drugs are limited, have limited effectivity, but serious side effects. And then the hyperbaric tank, if you don't know what is hyperbaric tank, it's something similar to my treatment, but they put all your body in a cell with 5 times oxygen pressure than normal. And yes, this, you see improvement in oxygen will penetrate your lungs and other things that so have oxygen 5 times pressure in the lungs is bad. So basically, I call my NoxyPure hyperbaric tank for the pool. Next, please. And so, as I explained, nerve hypoxia, it is, in my opinion, the main cause of neuropathy, any neuropathy. This created by diabetes, of course, obesity, unhealthy diet, very important, vitamin deficiency, smoking, and toxic exposure, chemotherapy. It's creating this also. So basically, they construct the vessels, the blood vessels, the capillaries, and no supply of oxygen or nutrients to the peripheral nerves, as I stated before. And what we do, we provide oxygen and carbon dioxide, gas nanobubbles in water or gel. We choose to do the gel. The product is in a gel form for topical applications. Now, the question is why oxygen and carbon dioxide? Very, very important to understand. Oxygen, it's clear. I said by oxygen, need oxygen because the nerves are hypoxiated. People don't know that carbon dioxide has more oxidation, gives more oxide to the blood and to the tissue than oxygen. How come? Carbon dioxide is a gas, of course, and the gas penetrates in the blood vessels, basically react to the hemoglobin and free from hemoglobin oxygen molecules that are closed and bounded in the hemoglobin. So the CO2, the carbon dioxide, has the possibility to free more oxygen as a result from hemoglobin. As a result, the blood has more oxygen, and this is going to the capillaries, to the tissue, and you have, it's called the Bohr effect, B-O-H-R effect. Everyone can look, and it's clear, easy to understand. So, as I said, the nanobubbles are very small. It's like much more smaller than the pores of the skin, very stable. They are electrically charged negatively because this is what it keeps up for a long time. High gas pressure because the PO2 is very high with nanobubbles. It's going from the DO of normal water is around 7-8 milligram per liter oxygen. And in our case, it's 40 milligram per liter, even higher. So it's like 6-7 times more PO2. And of course, when you have differential of pressure between the gel and the skin that is very, very high, you have a diffusion effect that is very high also, so the oxygen goes into the skin. Next. Here I can show you this funny nanobubbles, and generally that they are between 10 nanometer to 250 nanometer. 1 nanometer is 1 over a billion, 1 over 10 to the power 9, and 1,000 times smaller than a strand of hair, as I said. Next. So what we offer is a hydrogel with gas nanobubbles. And the reason that we use a hydrogel is because hydrogels absorb a lot of water. It's a polymer, a powder that absorbs a lot of water and transforms in a gel. And we use the water that they basically suck up is done as distilled water with oxygen and carbon dioxide nanobubbles. And in the gel formation, this is enclosed in the gel. And then when you smear it on the skin, you have the effect of diffusion. Next. So this is the Institution Review Board approved November 2020. And the results, as I said, there were 4 doctors, food doctors, podiatrists, and Jeffrey Lamour, Douglas Grimm, and Dr. Pattison, and Mark Whiteside. And we studied like 30, or we started with 34, but people drop and all that. Eventually, we had like 29 patients, and half females, half males. And the results are well summarized in the paper that you'll get. Next. Now, how we stay comparing with other things. So if you can see, the most important is drugs. And you see the efficacy, it's not very good. It's around, they say around 40%. Cost very high. Medical insurance coverage, probably yes. I don't use that, probably yes. But complicated side effects. And yeah, can use home care. Hyperbaric tank I told you about, it's something not to use. It's bad all over the place. The NoxyPure has only one, very good, has one negative. At this stage, does not have medical insurance coverage. And I'll talk about that. Okay, next. So competition. NoxyPure vis-a-vis gabapentin and pregabalin and placebo. You see that we are, this shows the pain improvement 50% or more, meaning 50% of the people tested improved their, lower their pain, not improve their pain. I don't know, okay, lower the pain. So you see here 62% versus gabapentin 40% and so on. It's very, very, very clear here that it's a good product. Next. Okay, this is only to make you attention, to see that peripheral neuropathy is related to eventually to food ulcers that are not very good stuff. And our claim is, and this is very, very important, when I studied what happens in the southern part of Texas, in the border with Mexico, the I realized that people don't look frequently to their feet to see how the feet are. And as a result of that, when they discover an ulceration, it's already too late. By doing our treatment, in the moment that you feel that you have peripheral neuropathy, at least you look at your feet 10 times, or depending on the treatment, every 3 months. And by seeing something that is bad, you can take this ulceration before it starts. So we are trying to push this, the state of Texas, to offer to the people there something to improve the amputations. Next. The people that helped me a lot, they are Dr. Grimm, podiatrist in Austin, Texas, and Dr. Jeffrey Lamour. They are still with us. They are still treat people. And I want to emphasize something here. The product today is expensive, $99 for 5 treatments. And the reason it is so expensive is that the mode of use of the gel that we have today is basically for each treatment, you use a pound. So the weight of 5 treatments, that is 10 pouches of half pound, it's very, very heavy. And as a result of that, the money goes to the post office. So I needed to work. This is why we reduced ourselves. Who orders we give? We don't do any commercials. We don't do anything. But we have patients that are using this for already 3-4 years. And they every 3 months they order. And even today I got 5 orders. But we are trying not to encourage the sales of this product that is expensive, but who knows how to use it, they love it, so they order. And in research and development, we are coming out with a very simple packaging of a new type of a gel with carbon dioxide and oxygen. And the cost will drop by at least 4 times. I mean, the price 4 times. And the issue is only money. So we are looking now with our shareholders to see how, where, and can we raise this money. And if we can, the product will be immediately on the market if we can raise the money. And it will be very easy. It's like a gel lotion. So the pouches, you don't need anything. You basically use it as a lotion on the skin of the foot, but more when the product is coming out. If there are questions, I can answer. Next. We have a lot of testimony here. And more, I can give you a list of 50 users that order every 3 months for years. And why? Because they use it properly. As I stated at the beginning, if you don't use it properly, the results will not be conclusive. But if you use it properly, like these people, you'll have a lot of improvement. Next. So here I'm closing. We believe it's a perfect solution. It's clean, no chemicals. It's topical. It's used for a small period of time, every 3 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's go on and take a look at some of the questions and things that I have here. Look in the chat, and Okay, let's see. Let's sort of go backwards. So this is what a comment and or a question here. Certain neuropathies such as diabetic and toxic iatrogenic ones have a significant circulatory ischemic hypoxic component, but not all. My suspicion is that this therapy would be more effective in those than neuropathies caused by autoimmune or compressive mechanisms. Do you have
Okay.
any comment?
Yeah, I can comment. Every neuropathy that will, like chemotherapy, normal diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, and all this, that are strongly related to what I explained, to the hypoxiation of the nerves. This will be very, very helpful. If some neuropathy has other reasons, like a nerve problem that starts from the spine, no, this will not be very helpful.
Okay. Next one is when purchasing on your website, at checkout, there is a place for a coupon code. Will you be supplying supplying the code for us during this webcast, or at least letting us know how we can use it?
No, I don't know why the coupon is still on the site.
Mm.
As I stated, the coupon is not usable, and the reason is that we lose money with the coupon because the transportation. So we need to remove this. I will remove this.
I want to ask some follow-up on that last part of what you were talking about the new product.
Yes.
When you're talking about funding for this new product, what kind of dollars are you talking about? What kind of time?
The manufacturing is ready. All the investment is going for marketing. And I like to mention something very, very important. PeriPhex wants to deal with peripheral neuropathy. This is our aim. But on the other hand, we found fantastic application for this procedure for other things. And surprisingly, knowing that we have very good oxygen delivery to the skin, I found out, talking with the dermatologist, that acne bacteria is basically likes to be hypoxiated, likes to be without oxygen. Oh, so I said, okay, if he doesn't like oxygen, let's give it oxygen to kill it. And I developed a product called AO2 Clear. You can look capital A, capital O, number 2, Clear. That is on the market from January last year. It's going fantastic for skincare. And it's using the same physics and chemistry like NoxyPure. But the delivery is with watery, so you need to sponge and all this and all that. But read. So this is another proof that this works. And this company that licensed from PeriPhex, we get royalty, already in 1 year sold more than $1 million product.
Wow. Wow.
1 year. And now they started the second year in January, and we believe will be much better, and God knows where we go with it. So only so to tell you the thing, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the lotion, why I wanted to go to lotion is because you laugh. When I use the product, I can use the product in any way because I make it, okay? So I don't need pouches. But I try to use it in pouches in order to learn how you use it. Okay, I'm 78 years old, and I cannot put my foot in the pouch because my back problem. So I said, I need to find something to eliminate these bags. And the lotion, it's like you use any lotion on the foot. It's a lotion that you stay 10 minutes with the lotion. The lotion is fully absorbed. You don't need to clean anything. It's done. So this is the new product that I developed. I give samples to the podiatrists, but for marketing, how much money you ask. From AO2 Clear, from this company, I learned that you need at least between $300,000 and $500,000 to do proper marketing, to have influencers, to do all the sites, to be a digital expert, and so on and so on.
Mhm.
At least $500,000 we need for marketing.
Okay.
So all the money will go for marketing. Nothing will go because manufacturing is ready, everything is ready, marketing. And one of my mistakes was when we started with with PeriPhex is that I didn't think about that. And all my money was raised from the current shareholders to basically finish such a development and make a line for production. But marketing, none. So this is how
You're not a salesman.
I am not a salesman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me. Oh, I'm sorry. So let me go on to another one, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Is there a video on your website to show proper procedures for using the product?
Yes.
Okay. And we have your website, so that's easy enough to do. Could you tell us how expensive it is, and is it only available by mail?
Yes. If you come to our location, I'll give you. In fact, I'll take the price down because the transportation, I'll take it up. But we don't have it in stores because, again, the same problem. The volume of the product is pretty high for 10 pouches, and people don't want to give so much space in a store to hold it. This may change considerably with the new product, and this is important.
So someone who's been using your product says, I can say personally that $99 is a good price. Originally, it cost $250.
Yeah.
So the next one is, please give exact information about the article you mentioned.
I gave the article to Lindsay digitally, but who wants to know exactly? Okay, it's in Diabetic Clinic Research 2021, volume 8, page 149.
Okay. And if we have a copy of it, do you mind posting it on our website?
No, I send it in purpose. People, and people may have more questions by reading the paper or learn more. This is a good paper and explains very well what we do.
Okay. Okay, so and here's another comment on it. Oh no, let me get back to this one first. Will the pouch hold a size 14 foot?
It's a lotion. The new product is a lotion. If it's 14 size foot, yes.
But the pouch, the current pouches will
the
also.
pouch can hold 14 inch. Yes.
Okay. So here's another comment. The PDF of the article is higher up. Oh, in the chat stream, meaning in this information. And the seventh entry of so anyway, they can get it right off of the chat stream that we're working off of.
Okay.
Yeah. So is it $99 a total treatment each time, or do you need multiple packets?
Every 3 months, you need the product. Every 3 months, we recommend use it for 10 days. You have 3 months of good stuff, but slowly with the time, this started to change and comes back to something that you don't like. So you need to have to do it before all this starts.
Okay. No, I think that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go over now to question and answers, which I've got a few of those. So here's one that says, what were your symptoms when you first started getting peripheral neuropathy?
Oh, beautiful. My first symptoms were I felt pain when I walk on my soul. And after that, I start to have specific locations on my soul that I didn't feel. I didn't feel them well when the doctor was testing with the wire, you know. And I said, no, I don't feel it. And then my pain and walking was, like I said, I walk on pebbles. in a river. Yeah, so simply it's not convenient, it's painful, and the balance suffers.
So what is the composition in general of the gel?
The composition of the gel, as I said, is a hydrogel, very similar to the gel used for babies, to when they have their uses, they put it to dry, because the hydrogel, as I said, suck all the liquid, all the water. And this is how the problem solves for the babies. And I use a similar gel. And the purpose that I use this very, very absorbing gel, because first of all, exists, it's approved, it's used for baby skin. And more important, I wanted physically to absorb the water already nanobubble. So I nanobubble the water with oxygen bubbles. It's and using my method that is patented, of course. And then I use for gel formation, a hydrogel, to absorb it and to keep it as a product for a long time.
Here's another one that says the observational study was done on patients with diabetes. Would you expect improvements with those neuropathies when a neuropathy is caused by other factors?
The etiology of the test was diabetes 90%, 19. Diabetes 66%, unknown 28%, not diabetes but unknown, and chemotherapy 3%. Rheumatoid arthritis 3%. So what I'm saying is this is the study that was done, and it's in the paper. All this information is in the paper.
Now, were you able to correlate on those individual diagnoses how the nanobubbles affected individually, diabetes versus chemotherapy versus other?
No, not yet. I focus more on diabetes.
Okay.
But again, the results include yes or no, or the tests, Siemens test and Toronto test that we did includes all these people, all the kind of.
Yeah. So what about burning pain on shins?
This is a very, very good question. First of all, this can come from the veins. Okay, as we get older, the veins start not to work properly, and blood is not returned to the heart, and this creates all kind of problem in the vein. That is, you feel pain in the yeah, like I do the same. It's in addition to peripheral neuropathy, but can be created by peripheral neuropathy. So you need to figure out if your veins are okay, then you have probably peripheral neuropathy, and the treatment is good for that.
Another one is I have idiopathic SFN, and suffer mainly from numbness, weird feelings, outright pain. Is this product applicable to me? All of the way from my feet to my waist, it is progressive.
Oh. Difficult answer. I mean, I cannot answer. I'm not a medical doctor. I feel with this, I go a little overboard. I don't want to do that. For if it's numbness at the foot, you can use the product for solving your numbness at the foot. But if you have a progressive numbness going to up, I don't know what it is.
Okay. It says, what type of neuropathy do you have yourself? And does it have any known
Prediabetes.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, not only diabetes, pre-diabetes also creates peripheral neuropathy. So when you swap with a pre-diabetic AC1, it's good and all that, you can have peripheral neuropathy.
Wow.
Yeah, you should know that. So
Okay.
the number of people is huge. The market is huge, but I didn't know how to attack it.
Yeah. So do you have pain in your shins?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so this does help your shin some?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is, I believe I may have a lower back injury. Can I give it a try anyway?
How is giving a try? What is doing?
Because he has a lower back pain, a lower back injury. And he
Yeah.
wants to know if giving it a try will make any difference.
First of all, the current product you cannot use. How you put your body in a pouch?
Ah, well, that's a good point.
You cannot use it. The new lotion, the new product, the lotion form, you can put it anywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
But the current product is very difficult. Maybe you can take the gel and put it, smear it on the back, but I don't recommend.
Okay. So one clarification is, so just $99 every 3 months.
Yes.
Would it help with symptoms resulting from spinal surgery and radicalopathy?
Radical what?
Radical, all right, I think it's RADICU.
Radiation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's radiation or
Yes.
anyway,
Chemotherapy, radiation.
probably chemotherapy, yeah, or radiation therapy.
Chemotherapy is not radiation. Chemotherapy, yes. Radiation, yes.
Okay. So it says, another question asks, please show your website, which I'm pretty sure came out on all of the announcements. Your website was listed on all the announcements of the webinar. We will have it on our website. The answer is that we'll have it available to all the members and those who are accessing the website.
Right.
Okay, the next one is what goes Glenn Rubius, excuse me, Glenn. What goes Glenn feel about that? How does Glenn feel about this? He would carry very large because of WNA work. I didn't quite understand this question, but we'll let Glenn sort of jump into this because I know he's online.
Yeah, let him ask because I don't know.
I don't know what that really means, other than they want Glenn's advice. Will the improvement be limited to the feet or all the way up the body?
Or limited to where you put it.
Okay. So, okay. Basically your feet.
Your feet, yes.
Yeah, until you have your lotion.
And hands, I have very good result with hands.
Oh.
So if you have a glove like the medical doctors have, and you put the gel into this glove, if you have peripheral neuropathy in the hands, hold the glove for 30 minutes, you'll have a lot of improvement.
Oh, good. So it can work for your hands then. That's really good.
The problem is the pouch. What is the pouch? The hands have a glove is the pouch.
Yeah.
The foot, I invented the pouch. it's a nylon pouch, mylar pouch. But how to put it somewhere else? Yeah, some people put it on their knee.
Mm.
They on the knee, not the pouch. They take out the pouch, the gel, and they put it on the knee.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not tested, but the doctors tells me that some patients buy this thing only for rheumatism of the knee.
Wow.
But this is again, this is a report from the doctors.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't talk with the people that use it, but I trust these doctors, and we need to make an IRB study for that.
Okay. The person who asked about the all the way up to the body, they're really talking about mainly numbness.
Okay, my recommendation, do a bath with a lot of carbon dioxide gas. You can buy carbon dioxide, it's not dangerous, it's not like oxygen exploding or this. You can buy carbon dioxide and put the gas at least for 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you take a bath, and take a bath.
Hmm.
To the Bohr effect, you'll have very good results.
Okay.
It's very much used in Asia.
Oh.
For example, the hot springs of Japan, what gas they have inside?
Oh, okay.
Carbon
Interesting.
dioxide.
Okay.
Every spring, natural
Hmm.
spring. So if you stay, this is why I was in Japan more than 100 times. So I'm in love with the hot springs of Japan. I'm in love with the hot springs in the country here. I'm going to Colorado all the time. For the hot springs, helps a lot with the pain in the back.
Okay. So the next one is this person was also spoke earlier. The injury in his lower back, but I have PN and erythromegalia in my feet.
I don't know what is this.
Yeah, I don't know what erythromegalia
What are
is.
ask him what are the symptoms in the feet?
Yeah, so if John, if you can give us a little more of the symptoms, maybe that'll help in terms of an answer. Next, thank you and bless you for your research. Live long and prosper. That's a very nice comment.
I love that. The best for me now is if it goes to invest $500,000 in PeriPhex.
Yeah, I agree totally. Okay.
But I'm a researcher and I'll continue because.
Okay. So erythromegalia is a blood cell blocking up the nerves, especially seen in myeloproliferative disorders.
Repeat the question again.
Okay, so this was clarification on the erythromegalia. So it is a it's blood cells blocking up the nerves, especially seen in the myeloproliferative disorders.
That cells, I really don't know about. I cannot answer because I don't know about.
Okay. So the other part of another comment is burning in my feet. So this will work with burning.
Yes, superbly. Let me show the data. Where I have the data, that you'll have it in the paper also.
Okay.
So I have in the paper, you'll see the quality of life improvement, okay? And no, burning, also burning. So only I'll give this. The general activity basically improves a lot from 7 to 3.8, something like that in points. Mood improves. Walking ability improves from 7 to 4. Normal work, I mean, office works, normal, not heavy work, improves. The relation to other people improves also. How you relate, I mean, social. And sleep, huge improvement. Enjoyment of life, huge improvement. So this is the improvements that we basically measure. And let me tell you about burning and all this. Pain, numbness. Oh, numbness. I have here two, tingle pain and numbness pain. Tingle pain after 10 treatments goes down from 8.43 to 4.57. And numbness pain goes from 569 to 1.67. So it's a huge improvement for this two pain. I had other pains, if I remember correctly.
So the next one I have is where do you get carbon dioxide? Is it a powder form?
Okay, beautiful. I have here the answer for burning pain.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The burning pain, what color is this? Burning pain is gray. Okay, the burning pain in 10 treatments goes from 6.69 to 3.2. This is for burning.
Okay. So that carbon dioxide, where do we get carbon dioxide?
Okay, carbon dioxide you can get from Amazon.
Does it come in it comes in a container.
Yes,
It's under pressure.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, comes from Amazon, and because it doesn't explode and doesn't burn CO2, oxygen I would not recommend to do it home. No, at all. Not at all. But
Yeah.
CO2, yes, and it's very helpful.
So it's just a gas under pressure.
Or you can buy a larger tank from people from when the doctors buy their CO2, their oxygen, or whatever.
Medical gas suppliers.
Yeah, gas supply.
Okay. Okay, let me try to read this real quick. So that is my question. If I have a lower back pain, will it work for the PN in my feet? Oh, I misunderstood this person's comment. So he has lower back pain. What it wants to know if this will work for the PN in his feet.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
How does someone get information on investing, contributing dollars on your continuing work?
Beautiful. Send me an email and I will love talking with you.
So send you an email. All right, just get a hold of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go there, but give them my personal email. It's fine.
Okay. You have a beautiful head of hair. It says, "Will it help? Will that help me? Will that help for me?" Boy, I'm going to start using it myself right up here.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you that every day I wash with. No, I'm kidding. But saying that, one of the reasons that you lose your hair is hypoxia. It's lack of oxygen at the root with time. So we are testing because this will be a fantastic product. But I can tell you something else. In Japan, they have a shower with that includes oxygen, not nanobubble, but oxygen for the hair. Yeah, it's a product. Enjoy.
Wow.
It's Japanese, I'm telling you. And they have nice hair, by the way. You don't see many Japanese like you.
Well, that's true. You're very right. So another question again about, and I know how this feels. When will the lotion be available? When will the pain medicine be available? All those, but when do you anticipate it? 3 years, 5 years?
No.
Okay, good.
I hope by this fall.
Oh, wow.
If you raise the money, yes.
Good.
Remember, I don't need anything. My manufacturing is ready, the formula is ready. What I need is marketing. And I don't have this money. So if I don't have the money, I give only samples to my doctors. Only to test.
Okay, let's see, the last one. Oh, no, not last one. So here's another one. How do you know if your neuropathy is based on hypoxia?
Okay, as I said, if it's diabetic in nature or is chemotherapy or radiation in nature, for sure you have hypoxiation of the nerve, peripheral nerves, due to the narrowing of the capillary vessels that provide, like I said in the presentation, provide oxygen to and nutrients to the peripheral nerve. Now, if it's the other nature, if it's coming from not for hypoxiation, but from basically from a nerve problem, I don't think that this may help. Maybe help, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so let me just read this one more time. Excuse me. It's, this gentleman has a lower back nerve injury. Will it stop the peripheral pain in my feet? Peripheral neuropathy pain in my feet.
If he had if he had a back problem, surgery or problem, and as a result of that, he feels peripheral neuropathy, is done to the nerve in the spine, in the back. If this pain appeared after the surgery or whatever he did, harmed his back, I believe that this comes from the nerve.
Will it help?
I don't know. We did test. I don't know. You can try. You can try $99. And if it helps, please tell me. It will be good marketing.
Okay. I think that's all the questions and all the chat comments. So any other follow-up or comments that you want to make before we end the webinar?
Yes, as I said, the product $99 is available. It's expensive, but people that have the means have the means. The product that will come, assuming that I raise the money, will be like $23.99 for 10 treatments. 10, not 7. So I believe that it's a very good price, and really we don't make a lot of money, but I do this because my friends, the neuropathic people.
Okay. Well, again, I want to thank you very much for all of the amazing information, also the product, and for taking the time to talk with us and give us a lot of hope in terms of possibilities. So
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yeah, no, one thing.
Yeah.
Please, when you start, you on the web, on the computer, you have so many commercials about neuropathy. This helps, this helps. Only one question. Ask the person, did you do an IRB study or clinical study, or you are smoking something?
Good point. Again, thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. The same to you guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.